Perhaps this is a surprise to ask, but why do people still like Vegito? I have been wondering how anyone still can get hyped over fusion in general in Dragon Ball. If we go by accomplishing anything, the only fused character that did that was Gogeta. When Vegito was about to be born, it was not a sign of Vegeta accepting Goku as his partner or something, but willing to merge with the guy he dislikes and backstabbed in the past to stop that monster that killed his family. As far as we and the characters knew, and prior to the retcon in Dragon Ball Super, the fusion was permanent, meaning Vegeta would lose his individuality, which is a big deal for somebody who only cared about himself most of his life. I honestly don't consider the sheer power of Vegito being the appealing part. Certainly he was the most powerful character of the Dragon Ball manga, and the boost of the Potara at the time was the combined key of both characters multiplied with each other. Obviously the sheer power is significant. Just in Super Saiyan he was able to beat Buu, who by himself is already Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks level, who absorbed Gotenks, Piccolo and Gohan, of which Gohan was stronger than Super Buu before absorption, meaning he got technically about more than twice as strong. Yet Vegito turned him into a playing toy. Even though Vegito never appeared in Dragon Ball GT, there were references or small articles as tribute, suggesting even that he might rival a Super Saiyan 4, which people seem to misinterpret to this date because we have never seen Super Vegito fight seriously. While Vegito is a crucial part of Vegeta's character development, it had no impact in the story. Buu still destroyed Earth and killed Gohan, Piccolo and the kids, which rendered Vegito's plan to let them get absorbed pointless. Vegito may have weakened Buu, but Goku and Vegeta were not able to defeat him without the Genki Dama. Goku was in the same position when he fought Fat Buu, where he could have defeated the foe but chose Vegeta to get some time enjoying the fight. Vegito, Super Buu absorbing, Gotenks and Ultimate Gohan could have all been removed from the story without losing anything significant. Both Super Buu and Gotenks were pretty much used for gags and dragged out too long. Gohan did the same mistake as in the Cell Saga and got punished, rendering his power-up also useless. Contrary to Vegito, there was Gogeta, considering all the lack of restrictions, being a fusion performed by an item used by gods, being permanent, and in some translations of the anime flat out stated to be a more powerful fusion. Vegito is considered superior to Gogeta in every aspect, but Gogeta's popularity seems to be more based on how he presented himself as a character in his short appearance. His first appearance wasn't anything special to Vegeta's and Goku's characters, nor did Gogeta show any personality at all. He appeared immediately in Super Saiyan Covert, in overwhelming golden aura with sparkles around him, and still disposed his opponent in an instant. In GT, Gogeta was the proof of what kind of character Vegeta had become in GT. Instead of testing Super Saiyan 4, which he just archived, he immediately suggested fusing with Goku, which his former self would not have done because of his pride. It is a theme of GT that Vegeta puts his family, his home and his friends above his pride, even if it means to fight a fight he can't win, or in this case fuse with the guy he was chasing after for decades, because he couldn't accept him being stronger than himself. Unlike Vegito, Gogeta actually ended up as the most powerful character that appeared on screen at the time. For now, this was the first time Gogeta failed to defeat an enemy. He lured Super Yushinglong to fire a blast of negative energy to neutralize the atmosphere with his own positive energy and attempted to kill the villain twice, but it failed. The former because the durability of the dragon, and the latter because Super Saiyan 4 drains too much fusion energy. With Dragon Ball Multiverse hyping up the fanfiction scene with an alternative Vegito getting serious, Super did two things that ruined, at least for me, the things that made Vegito stand out from Gogeta. The Potara fusion being undone by the Dragon Balls for some reason, and the other being the Potara retcon. It is absurd enough that Dragon Balls can't kill strong people but undo fusions, but nothing pisses fans off more than turning Vegito into a stronger on the surface Gogeta. It takes away the sacrifice Vegeta made at the time when he fused to stop Buu. I mean, being irrelevant to the story because the fusion was undone and not accomplish anything is bad, but at least there was a progression in character development. Super not only undoes that, it already regressed Vegeta and Goku in multiple ways, many times. It is not permanent, and Vegeta still gets tsundere over the idea to fuse with Goku. It is one kick in the balls after another, especially when it turns out Super Saiyan Blue fusion has the same disadvantage as Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4 fusion dance for some reason. And for me, also rendering the timer advantage useless. Isn't Super Saiyan Blue supposed to be about perfect ki control? The entire episode 66 was a clusterfuck, besides maybe in the action department. Vegito didn't have to be there, and Toriyama admitted it, that he added Vegito into the story because he was asked to. You can remove him and nothing of value is lost. It also takes away the awareness of the Potaras, because it could be performed at any time, which in this case makes Vegito less special when he appears on screen. Like most bad things in Dragon Ball Super, Vegito only existed for fan service and sell recolor Super Saiyan Vegito toys, which is why he wears the same outfit as he did in the Boost Saga. Now we get to heroes where people lost their mind. Vegito was useless even with his Kaioken power-up. People were hyped for an entire month and still he got his ass kicked. I think this is probably the only time Vegito was used properly to show how much of a threat Combo is. But honestly, you could have done the same with Gogeta, who is more serious while having a similar personality, while actually being a badass and actually has a win under his belt. Vegito is no longer impressive, because he isn't as impressive as Gogeta, who makes Sparkles look badass and actually defeated a foe. Vegito's fusion is no longer permanent, stripping off all the risk and the specialness of him appearing, and his power-up isn't impressive, because there are countless more characters getting introduced who haven't fought yet that could just kick his ass, like the Grand Priest and also angels and perhaps some God of Destruction. So my question is, why do people still love Vegito? Is it his design? Is it because he is the better version of Goku and Vegeta? Is it because we haven't seen him go through all the Super Saiyan forms like Super Saiyan 2 to 4, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution or Ultra Instinct? Well, we now have seen him in Super Saiyan 4, so it doesn't matter. Basically, Vegeta turned into Gogeta with a different design and a longer fusion time. But that's not all. In addition of taking away the risk of fusion, the fusion time was also nerfed. when using Super Saiyan Blue, a form that's supposed to preserve ki. Remember perfect ki control? No, don't worry, the writers don't remember either. Except when they need Goku to hold back against someone even weaker than his base form. And if you think that's bad, Vegito in the episode he introduced did less physical damage to Zama's than Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Rage Trunks with his spirit sword. Goku broke the arm of Zamasu, that's a feat, but Vegito's full power final Kamehameha didn't even harm Zamasu and barely destroyed a building. What the fuck? Trunks got stronger through the power of 26 people on Earth by a self-creating spirit bomb that fused with his sword and cut Zamasu in half clean. How embarrassing. Nobody can defend this awful right things they did to Vegito. They even forgot about him in the Dragon Ball Super movie in favor of Gogeta despite having no risk. While Broly might have destroyed the planet with his onslaught, Goku and Vegeta took their sweet time learning the stupid fusion dance and failing twice. That's 1 hour wasted just like that. Why they could have put some stupid earrings on their ears and finished the job. Why the hell don't they always carry those damn earrings at all times? Are they got that petty? The worst part is Vegito wasn't even needed. Goku could have ended this arc the moment he got the Zeno button. If he had used it earlier, we would have been spared by all the nonsense we have seen in the evil Goku arc, such as Trunks getting 3 power-ups out of nowhere, Trunks learning the Mafuba, Zamasu merging with the universe, and the disrespect done to Vegito.